Reaction now to a story Eyewitness News first reported on WPRI.com. Providence Public Safety Commissioner Steven Pare is calling on the firefighters union to reimburse the city for overtime wages it paid. This after several firefighters who serve as union officials called out of work to picket this event hosted by Mayor Jorge Elorza last week. The firefighters' contract allows those union officials to take time off of work for union business. However, Commissioner Pare says this shouldn't be classified as such. And new tonight, taxpayer advocates are outraged. Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan is live in the control room with the new details now.
Well, the Rhode Island Taxpayer Communications Director argues that taxpayers shouldn't have to pay for union business, but the union leader tells me that time bank hours have been in existence for a while and they've been used several times without an issue until now. Eyewitness News cameras captured Providence firefighter union members picketing an event Mayor Jorge Elorza hosted last week. Some called out of work and used hours from their time bank, which can be used for union business. It also forced callbacks, Commissioner Steven Pare estimating about $3,100 in overtime.
Taxpayers paying union leaders to conduct union business has to be revisited. That needs to be taken out of all the contracts. That's obviously it's been abused and now it's clearly being abused in this instance.
Do you think the union might have been able to ask other union members to picket so there wouldn't have to be these callbacks to force this overtime pay?
Well, first, I think it's important to point out there were two people on time off. This time off was part of a grievance settlement that the city could have objected to, but they agreed to it. So they gave us the time off with no restrictions. We elected to use it that night. We've used it on many other nights. It's really nothing unusual. The only difference is that Elorza was embarrassed that night, and he's decided to make an issue of it.
The mayor's press secretary releasing this statement to Eyewitness News saying, quote, their absence triggered the need for firefighters to be called back into work on their time off, which cost the city additional time and a half pay to cover their shifts and adds to the already out of control overtime costs the city is committed to addressing.
They think that they're getting back at Mayor Elorza, but they're actually getting back at the taxpayer, and they're making the taxpayer pay.
And so moving forward, Commissioner Pare tells Eyewitness News that he wants to tighten up the policy and not allow for picketing to be considered union business. Now, there's also a listening tour that the union is looking to put on, and Pare does not want that to become part of union business as well. And so the union leader, Dowdy, says that he will be having a conversation with Commissioner Pare about that. Reporting live in the control room, I'm Kelly Sullivan, Eyewitness News.